Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
On play action, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. Now Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Seahawks entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Lance on the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Young. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Set, ready.
They go play action. Young. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Lance now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And this one's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense. Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Throwing is Lance on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Lance now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Young quickly to the flat. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 6-0 our score after 1. A first down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Sanders, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Lance looking to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Derek Brown able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Ready?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Spike 60. Quad rank. Cluster 6.
It's Young on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say, job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Derek Brown in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Lance. This is Fant on the short completion. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. This is Fant on the short completion. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Lance looks to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And Lance now to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 15. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The play fake, now Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Hang on, third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on third down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I'll tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
At their own 25-yard line.
There you go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
The goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The Lance going to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Young. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They run with Sanders off the option, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Young. He gets it to Addison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That was a gain of 4. They're going to face a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
And that's good.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
For the Seahawks field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1st and 10, Young. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Young. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action, Young. And that's incomplete.
No receivers open, so he's forced to put that one into the future sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football,
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. It's Young off play action. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo. 49 yards. And the Panthers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And quickly, they get to the line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, Lance's this throw finds Smith and Jigba. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From midfield, here's Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Watch out, man.
Now Lance again. Steps away to his left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I remember throughout my career here, and defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's is going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
A gain of 9 yards. And that's good.
Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Jordan Addison from 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They do tack on the extra point as well. And And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Set.
Now Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Black shot. Ready.
Lance looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Lance back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
Here we go.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Desperation time here. Lance eluding the pressure right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down to about the 35, second down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Young here to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I have to look at that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, trying to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Young to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Mingo. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you're talking about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is travel.